I'll get it.
I can't. Oh.
So now we're going to continue on the line of questioning with, at some point now, Mother, you've now chosen that you're going to be moving away from the greater Chicago area after bonding and connecting with Aunt Lucy, and now I'm sure Aunt Sonia's in the mix even somewhere here, or maybe not until later, I don't know.
Later.
But now what's going to happen now? Now they've now got 4 kids. You got 4 kids. No, you got 5 kids, and now you're moving north.
Yes.
And now, what do you come to them and say? I'm moving to the north of the middle of nowhere. Or what do you tell them?
I'm moving to Rhinelander. They don't know anything about Rhinelander. Well, they knew it was.
Well, they knew
Wisconsin.
See,
Let her talk.
well,
That's okay.
I remember before Dolores and Ron were married, I used to go with Ron to his mother's house, and he would be making lures. He'd pour the lead and buy feathers, and I was with him in the basement. This was a long time ago, and he'd be making lures. So that's how that started. So,
Did you ever go with him down to the Chicago stockyard to buy the feathers?
no, I didn't.
Washing them in the...
So I knew that he was interested in fishing because
you realized he was an outdoorsman, and that was something that was his passion
every
in his life.
summer Al and Ron would go up to Bush's home up at Grindstone Lake, and that's where they picked up the
Now, what
love
do you
for
recall
fishing.
of Busha?
Bush's Ron and their grandmother.
What do you recall of her?
I remember seeing her. I didn't know her. You know, I remember seeing her.
What do you recall of Art and Estelle, his parents?
Very straight-laced.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She was very straight-laced.
Who was the boss?
Huh? She was the boss.
Are you kidding?
And he was easy-going guy, pour you
Yeah.
a shot of whiskey, you
Yeah,
know, and
he's
have a drink
fine.
and beer and everything. And, but he was a good guy, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Great
And
guy.
Aunt Lucy, you remember them as well.
Absolutely. I was so excited when Grandma Lindner and Grandpa moved up to Brainerd by Al and Ron, because she had 2 sons, and they were both up north. So, and Busha was gone. She died, and so up they came, and they helped them worked, and Grandpa worked for the company. I remember him down with Dolores. They weren't very nice people. I remember when they lived a few blocks away when they lived in Franklin Park.
Yeah.
They, yeah, that was a wonderful family connection for Ron and Al.
And it's certainly a connection that you all knew each other and knew of each other. Just the realization that you can recall and had seen Busha, you had, who was born in the 1800s, that you guys realize and see Art and Estelle, my grandparents on her husband's side. How amazing of the connections of that all over all of the years.
And you remember both sides of the grandparents. A lot of people don't have that advantage. You know, Grandma and Grandpa Hakes, Grandma and Grandpa Lindner.
Yeah.
What a wonderful memory for all the Lindner kids.
You mentioned that she was born in the 1800s, as were my
and your father. Well, your father was born in 1899.
And his mother and Grandma Doctor, they were alive when Lincoln was president.
Say that again.
They were alive, 1865. They were alive when Lincoln was president.
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln, sure.
Is
My
that
cousin.
right?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
I mean, in 1940 and 49, they were 93 or 94 years old, so you
That's
figure it out.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Boy, I just
So
never, I never even thought about it in those terms ever.
Imagine what they went through with no cars, no anything, what they went through. We think we went through a lot. But imagine what they went through. Everything was horses then.
Well, everything was hard labor, work.
And hard labor.
Cooking, washing your laundry, everything. Sickles to cut the lawn. It was a very difficult lifestyle. We think it's tough now, but we all live in a privileged society.
For sure.
And so now looking back, so we're going to be talking about just life continuing, and now we're at present. You're getting older. You got kids now on both sides. You got aging going on. You both have made your marks in life, and now you guys are growing towards what your sunset years. Is that what you call it? Of life together? You're in your sunset years, enjoying your time, right?
Well, I don't know about
You're
sunset.
retired. Well, I mean, if you're retired, but you're still as busy
Sun's
as
not
ever.
setting yet. It's got a long way to go.
Yeah.
You know,
But
Dawn,
you're in a position now to be
Yeah, I
enjoying
know.
your lives, and now the freedom to be able to pop down and see mom and
Do
dad
what
in
you want,
Florida,
right,
and
right.
connect up with each other here and see each other.
you know, when you're married 60 years at our pizza party in February, we wrote a prayer to our family, and this is what I wanted to portray to all my children that are married, have children, and will have grandchildren. There are a lot of bumps in the road, but those bumps prepare you for the closeness and the love later on in life. And we appreciate each other so much. We always loved each other. There were times where you get a bump here and there and you go, oh, you know, he's a pain in the butt, like I was also. But they prepare you to enjoy the later years. And I truly enjoy hanging out with him. And, unless
And you've
he's
been
doing a
together now,
crossword
you've
puzzle.
been married 60 years, which means you've known each other
For
62 years or so?
61.
Oh, yeah.
61 years.
61, 60.
That's an amazing amount of
And
time.
another little thing, you know, we in our church we believe in renewing our vows. So at our 50th, Father
Lucas at the 25th.
Lucas renewed our vow. It was at a mass. There was a lot of people there, and we renewed our vows. And he turned around, and he talked with the people. And he says, "Now look at this. I've been married 50 years. You know." He says he's giving kind of a lecture to the people about with divorces and everything.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
said, yes.
Yeah. So it was really neat.
That's just incredible. And what do you want to say to the young people of this generation? What's the most important thing of life? We were just beginning to touch on that. I do feel like that there's a lot of things in each one of your hearts that you want to share with what you'd like to share with your kids, you know, as you look back of life lessons, of importance of life.
Dolores,
Let's hear
you haven't talked much. It's
either
your
one of
turn.
you start, Ma, if you'd like to share.
What I try to leave my kids, well, the most important thing is, leave my kids, which we have done, is that they all come to know Jesus as Lord of their life. That's the most important thing in our life. That's what we point them toward, and they know Him. And He will watch over them all the rest of their lives.
And
And He wants, and I want them to please Him, not live your own life like it's your own, because your life you owe to Him. So we're just so thankful all our children do know Jesus as Lord of their life. That is the most important thing in our life.
And my comment on that is the thing to teach the young people is avoid instant gratification. Everything's got to be done fast, do instant gratification. Be patient, and things will change and get better. And don't just don't jump the gun all the time. It happens so often. You see it all the time. You got
So
to
much
have perseverance
hastiness. So
and
much
patience.
hastiness going on
Yeah,
in this
we
day and
take
age.
things
Yeah,
for
yeah,
granted
you know what I
a lot
mean.
too,
It's,
yeah.
you're almost, these kids, young people are almost getting robbed of life because nobody's slowing down, enjoying anything.
That's right, and it's instant gratification. You can see it on
That's a really
television.
good-
You can
that's a
see
really
it
good point.
on everything that people get inured with this, and they think that's the normal way, and it's not the normal way.
So
No.
you've certainly seen things of success. And how
Right,
about you,
Lucy,
Aunt Luce?
how about you, Lou?
Well, I think it's very, very powerful and important, and I find it with my family, my children, even my nieces and nephews. I had a family reunion with them last week in Starved Rock, Illinois, that I think it's really very important that no one is perfect. We all say and make mistakes. Forgiveness is the key. If you don't forgive, you're not going to have a good family relationship.
And love.
God will forgive you instantly. That's what you need to do. And don't let all this little Mickey Mouse stuff, you know, oh, she did this or he did that. It's immaterial, because ultimately, when your parents are gone, who will you have your back? Who's going to have your back? It's your siblings. Amen.
That's right.
It's God, family first.
Boy, that is so. I'm blown away at how powerful that is.
And avoid backbiting and talking about different people because they're not
That's
there.
so true.
This is talking about people in
No,
judgment.
that's
In the
painful.
Bible, it says that judgment,
Yeah.
judge not, lest
Right.
you be judged.
That's absolutely beautiful.
That's the first scene. We've got 6